Great Rift Valley, one of the most exciting destinations in the world. For more than a quarter of a century, Somac Holidays has built a reputation as the East African specialist, and today no one knows Kenya or Tanzania better. Somac's a family company, with its roots deep in the Kenyan bush, the birthplace of the safari. The word safari means to journey, but today a safari is so much more. A safari is one of the great travel experiences, one of the last true adventures. Somac safaris cover all Kenya's great game parks, but few catch visitors' imagination, quite like Amboseli and the Masai Mara. Amboseli National Park is just a 4-hour drive south from Nairobi. Although not one of Kenya's largest parks, the setting is pure theatre. Snow-capped Kilimanjaro rises up out of the plain, the awe-inspiring guardian of one of the continent's most beautiful wildlife sanctuaries. Waters from its melting snows have created lakes and marshes below, a paradise for animals and birds. Amboseli's huge herds of elephant are legendary. There are often 50 or more in a single family group. These beautiful and intelligent creatures are one of the great treasures of Africa. The elephants share the park with rare black rhino, a species that once ranged throughout East Africa in their tens of thousands. The Kenyan landscape is breathtaking in its diversity. At Lake Nakuru, just a couple of hours north of Nairobi, more than 2 million lesser flamingos often gather to feed in the shallows, throwing a shimmering pink ribbon round the lake. The Masai Mara, on the Tanzanian border, is the northern tip of the great grasslands of the Serengeti. Every year, from July to September, millions of animals migrate north across the Serengeti and into the Mara. For the vast herds of wildebeest and zebra, late summer is a time of plenty. The grass is high and the waterholes brimming. It's the breeding season. Time to stake a claim. Time, once again, to begin the cycle of life. It's a time of plenty, too, for the Mara's predators. The lion prides are some of the largest in Kenya. It's not uncommon to come upon family groups of 15 or more relaxing in the shade of the thorny acacias. More elusive, but often spotted, is the delicate cheetah, and the most efficient hunter of all, the leopard, with a success rate of more than 80%. Running through the park is the Mara River, home to, surprisingly, one of the most dangerous animals in Africa, There's little to worry about, though, when you're with one of Somac's expert driver guides.
We've got cases whereby people have been attacked by hippos. These animals are very dangerous, as you can see them, how strong they are. There are more than 30 hippos. They would stay somewhere like here, and probably another corner more than that.
Somac has a fleet of more than 100 land cruisers and minibuses, and a window seat is always guaranteed. But for more adventurous visitors, little can beat the thrill of a tailor-made walking safari.
These are the Maasai giraffes. The giraffes have got the keenest eyesight of all game animals in Africa. They have got a very good sense of sight, but a very poor sense of smell.
And for an overview, why not take to the skies on a balloon safari? It's really a trip to remember and perfect for the many young couples who now choose a Kenyan honeymoon.
There you go.
Oh, it's good, eh?
Okay.
And what better way to end your flight than with a champagne breakfast? The Mara was the original home of the Maasai, and there are still villages near the park where Maasai life goes on much as it has for centuries. House building's women's work. Branches are woven together with mud, and the finished structure is both cool and strong. But when the sun goes down, everyone joins in the dancing. Visitors' accommodation isn't quite as traditional as that of the Maasai, but the game lodge is still an intrinsic part of the romance of a safari, a perfect haven in the very heart of the bush. At Kenya's lodges, the game often comes to you, attracted by the waterholes and natural salt licks. This lodge in the Taita Hills Game Sanctuary was inspired by another lodge offered by Somac, legendary treetops in the Aberdares. The people of Kenya are among the most welcoming in Africa, and their rich culture is reflected in the wide range of beautifully crafted souvenirs on offer. All are reasonably priced, but even so, a little haggling is always in order. On the coast, there's a strong Arab influence. Traditional dhows still sail from Mombasa to ports up and down the coast and as far away as India. The city's most famous landmark is 16th century Fort Jesus. Mombasa is now the very first taste of Africa for thousands of visitors heading both for the bush and the stunning beaches of the Indian Ocean. A string of beach resorts now runs both north and south of Mombasa, and Somac offers a wide selection of the very best resort hotels. Just off the coast are some of the Indian Ocean's most beautiful coral reefs, the perfect playground for snorkelers and divers alike. Scuba diving is now the fastest growing holiday sport, and many hotels have opened their own dive centres, offering visitors the chance of getting their full PADI open water diver's licence. And what better way to end a day of discovery beneath the waves than a romantic sunset cruise aboard a traditional Arab dhow. From the velvet waters of the Indian Ocean to the unforgettable natural wonders of the Great Rift Valley, Somak offers you the very best of Kenya and Tanzania. No one knows this unique destination quite like Somak. No one understands as well as Somak how to introduce your clients to its magic and leave them with memories that will draw them back, time and time again, to Africa.